Any divisions that may exist in the Republican Party have been on display in Orlando this week. First at the Conservative Political Action Conference, or CPAC.
Welcome to Florida. I know you probably wouldn't have been able to even do this in a lockdown state. I'm just glad I could attend CPAC, because if you did do it in a lockdown state, I have a policy: I only travel to free states.
And also at the America First Political Action Conference, a farther right gathering in the shadow of Disney World.
And I have to say, no masks required in this building.
But in real-world Florida, there may also be some infighting among Republicans on issues, which Florida Republican Congressman Matt Gaetz says happens after a loss.
And so there is a lot of, I think, soul-searching about what the future of our movement is going to be.
Some of that soul-searching is taking place on taxation, with Republicans introducing a bill, HB 999, in the Florida legislature.
I like the idea that we're having a dialogue. I like the idea that it's something maybe both sides of the aisle can maybe get together and we can do some things that help their economy.
Florida State Representative Thad Altman is talking about combined reporting, which would force multi-state and even multinational companies to file a single tax return rather than separate returns.
Combined reporting bills have come up before in Florida, and they've been introduced by Democrats. So that is a little bit different. But
Pat Reynolds is with the nonprofit Council on State Taxation.
By switching to unitary combined reporting, the legislature is, in a sense, going to create winners and losers.
It will make it harder for companies to avoid income tax here by shifting profits out of the state. But Republicans say it's about fairness.
I think everyone on both sides of the aisle would agree that the first thing that we should have in a tax structure is fairness, that people are paying their fair share.
Representative Altman runs the Astronaut Memorial Foundation at the Kennedy Space Center in Merritt Island, Florida.
It doesn't make sense to have a tax policy that's going to encourage rocket manufacturers to build the rockets in another state, bring them here and shoot them, which happens a lot.
It will be a tough climb for these Republicans. Altman insists that this doesn't create tax, nor does it punish tax avoidance.
You know, America's built in tax avoidance. It's patriotic to avoid taxes. I mean, look at the Boston Tea Party. That's our foundation.
And back at CPAC, Republican Oklahoma Senator James Langford says that this is the time for differences.
The farther you are from a presidential election, it's more and more about a set of ideas. What are conservative ideas that help everyone and that we really want to circle around as a party?
Michael Schur, NewsNation, Orlando, Florida.
Tomorrow, 3 other speakers will be at the conference speaking. In addition to President Trump, taking the stage will be former White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders, former Arkansas Governor Mike Huckabee, and former National Economic Council Director Larry Kudlow.